right in the kisser.
Hey, how the devil are you? Why are you there? Right, so before we start, it's a Friday. You know what happens on a Friday. If you're regular viewers, you know the score. Right, so what have I got today? What little tipple do I have today? I got some Jack Daniels bonded. Had this bought for me for my birthday. Very generous, I must say. Now, bonded, I was like, bonded, what's that? Well, it's distilled to strict regulations, apparently. And it says on the side, distilled by a single distiller during a single season and matured in a government bonded warehouse. Ooh. For at least 4 years. It's a lovely whiskey, I have to say. However, it is pretty strong. It says 100% proof here, okay, and it's 50% volume, so it's a strong whiskey. So don't drink too much of it, just a little tipple, okay? Drink responsibly. Yeah, it's a lovely whiskey, but you can't have too much of it, all right? So let's have a little. Oh. Now I have to be careful where I place things with all this electrical equipment. I get told off sometimes for putting my drinks on certain things. Well, that'll be enough, I think. That'll be enough. Right. Oh. Okay. Cheers down the hatch. Oh my God. So good. It's got a kick to it. It really has. Oh. Oh. That warms the cockles. Anyway, that's prepared me now for this video. So what have we got today? Oh, you probably noticed these behind me. These are the Q Acoustics 5020s. Now they've been out a few years now, and at the moment in the UK, they're going for, I think, £409. The original retail price was £599, so almost £200 off at the moment in the UK. Bargain. And I have to say, just stunning looking speakers, in my opinion, very well made. It is a vinyl wrap, but it's done really well. Like, you know, you wouldn't know it was a vinyl wrap because it's done so good. But very, very nice looking speakers. Anyway, let's bring you in for a closer look. Oh. And here it is. Okay, it's a magnetic grille. I do like the way the grills have been designed. On the top here, it sort of blends from thick to thin. It looks really nice the way it blends in. Anyway, let's have a little peek at it. So take that off. So you've got this gloss black here. Oh, look, it does show the fingerprints. Oh no, it's not, there we are. But it looks nice, okay. It says here, high frequency decoupler. Ooh, it's got a 25mm 1-inch soft dome tweeter. And do you notice something about that mid bass there? Someone's stolen the dust cap. Where's it gone? Where is it? I'm going to have a look for that now. So this is a continuous curved cone. And what this is supposed to do is give a smoother integration with a high frequency. Nice. So the specs are frequency response, 53 Hertz. So 53 Hertz goes down pretty decently, okay? Up to 30 kilohertz. Sensitivity 88 dB. Nominal impedance 6 ohms. Now this has point-to-point bracing, so it goes right across the inside of the enclosure. And also it has the front baffle is laminated with a layer of butyl rubber. This is supposed to help with vibration suppression and also helps with the damping. Comes in 4 colours, black, white, oak and rosewood. I've got the rosewood one here. My favourites would probably be the rosewood or the oak, but it's all down to personal preference, isn't it? Anyway, let's have a little peek around the back. They're rear-ported, so not too close to the wall. I'd recommend at least 10 inches away. I do love these binding posts from Q Acoustics. They're very contemporary, very different to the norm. And they look nice, almost flush with the speaker itself. Also what I like about them is that a lot of speaker binding posts, you pop in your banana plug and half of it is hanging out. Not with these, it goes all the way in, pretty much all the banana plug is in there. So you get a really good contact with the banana plug. The only downside I would say with these is if you want to use spades, you might struggle. You might have to bend them to get them in because of the way it's designed. You can get bare wire in, but spades would be difficult. So maybe stick to banana plugs. So how do they sound? Pretty damn good. I listened to a lot of tracks, but one album caught my ear especially. And it's Billy Idol, Rebel Yell. Now that album, I was a bit obsessed with it when I was a teenager, 16, 17. I played it to death constantly. I had it on record, I had it on cassette tape, and eventually I bought it on CD as well. I was obsessed by it. I used to play it to death all the time. Loved that album. So I thought I'd give that a go, you know, give that a go with these speakers. And I think they brought out the best of that album because, first of all, they've got, the mids are not recessed at all. They're not forward, but they're very open. The soundstage is big. So Billy Idol's voice came through, that gravelly voice. Rebel Yell. Terrible impression. Sorry, Billy Idol. But his voice came through really clear. Now, that album is kind of a mixture of rock and roll and punk. It's not quite, you know, heavy rock, but it's not quite punk. It's kind of in between. If you've listened to it, you know what I mean. And it's got a lot of bass in it, a lot of tracks, kick drums, bass guitars, things like that. And these showcased them very well. The bass was, I would say, very controlled, very taut, and it went down reasonably deep. I would suggest, though, in a larger room, this size, this room is 3 meters by 4 meters, 3 meters wide, 4 meters, or maybe even 5 meters long. It could have done with a subwoofer. So luckily for me, hang on, right? Q Acoustics have sent me the new Q Sub 8, the new range of subwoofers. I think they got a 10 and a 12 as well, I think. Anyway, so I'm going to be opening this up soon, this week sometime. So make sure you're subscribed, yeah? Otherwise you're going to miss out. Ooh. Anyway. Look at me shilling my channel. Yeah, so the bass is good, but I think if you're in a small room, you'll be fine. In a bigger room, you're probably going to need a subwoofer, I would suggest. But I didn't use a subwoofer, and it was okay, absolutely fine. The bass was good, but I think it just didn't go quite deep enough in a larger room. And when it comes to the treble, they are quite a forward, bright speaker. But the treble isn't sibilant, it's not overpowering. I've heard the B&W 606 anniversary ones, them ones make your ears bleed. These are fine. The treble is high, it is quite forward, but it's absolutely fine. And with that album, I found that it really brought out the detail in the tracks, the hi-hats, the cymbals, really, really pinpoint, accurate, clear. I was very impressed. Now, before I wrap this up, I just want to say that when it comes to buying equipment or buying speakers, any hi-fi equipment, you should always listen to it yourself. If you can, try and go and audition it if you can, okay? I know it's difficult for some people who don't live anywhere near somewhere that has a hi-fi store. You can audition an amplifier or speakers. And the problem is that these stores are dying out. Everything's going online. It's making it more difficult for us to audition stuff. That's why, try and go to hi-fi shows if you can. But there's some jiggery-pokery going on there, isn't it? Some EQ and stuff. So you never know. But I would always recommend try it if you can to audition something. The reason I'm saying this is because don't always listen to us reviewers. I'm not doing myself any favours here, am I? But what I'm saying is this, is that everybody has different tastes. So I can say that this speaker sounds this good, this amp sounds this good. And you may get it and go, well, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'll give you an example. So one reviewer said this speaker was a warm speaker. Another reviewer said that the treble was too bright. It was too bright and too harsh. Well, I don't think it's a warm speaker. I think it's quite a forward speaker, quite an exciting speaker. And I don't think the treble's too bright. So there you go. So you've got 3 reviewers with 3 different opinions. So do you see what I'm saying? Always try and audition them if you can. Anyway, I'm blabbing on. I'm having a waffle there, okay? I just wanted to clarify that though. I really like these speakers. I think they're very decent. I can't wait to try them out with that sub. I'm looking forward to that, and I hope you are too. Anyway, that's come to the end of the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot. I bet you were going, has he done a sound test? I almost forgot to say it. I have done a sound test, I have. Blimey. I've done a sound test. I've done it on a separate video because I used a bit of Billy Idol. Oh, come on, Billy. I've used a bit of Billy Idol, Flesh for Fantasy, and I've compared these to the Wharfdale 12.2s. Quite a stark difference between these 2 speakers, there really is, so look out for that. I'll put a link of it up here and in the description box below, so go and have a listen to that. And come back and let me know what you think in the comments. Anyway, that is it for today now, so I'll catch you in the next one.